Zimbabwe protests, crackdown is just a taste of things to come. The Zimbabwean government says the security forces' response to this week's protests, in which a number of people have reportedly died, is just a foretaste of things to come. News of a violent crackdown has emerged despite the government blocking social media sites. Local rights groups said at least 12 people had been killed and many more beaten by security forces. The protests were sparked on Monday by a sharp rise in the price of fuel. The presidential spokesman George Tramba, speaking to the state-owned Sunday Mail newspaper, blamed the opposition movement for democratic change, MDC, for the violence that has accompanied the protests. The MDC leadership has been consistently pushing out the message that they will use violent street action to overturn the results of last year's ballot, he said. The opposition rejected a court ruling in August that confirmed that President Emmerson Mnangagwa had beaten MDC candidate Nelson Chamisa. Over the course of the week, riot police have clashed with protesters in the capital, Harare, and the southern city of Bulawayo after they lit fires and blocked roads using rocks. On Thursday, Mr. Chamisa tweeted that his thoughts were with the victims of violence. Despite the vitriol, he added, "We maintain a dignified position befitting our role as led by the people." The UN has called on the government to halt the excessive use of force by security forces, amid reports of door-to-door searches and the use of live ammunition. A week ago, President Mnangagwa announced that the fuel price would more than double. The price rise was aimed at tackling shortages caused by an increase in fuel use and rampant illegal trading, he said. But many Zimbabweans, worn down by years of economic hardship, suddenly found they could not even afford the bus fare to work. The new prices mean Zimbabwe now has the most expensive fuel in the world, according to globalpetrolprices.com. They feel that the president, who has been on a tour of Russia and Asian countries, is failing to live up to his promises following his election last year in disputed polls. He is struggling to revive the economy, which is experiencing high inflation while wages have stagnated. Access to the internet was intermittent throughout the week, but people found they were unable to use social media and the WhatsApp messaging platform, which has become a common way to share news.